I'm actually surprised how bad Starship Troopers 2 is. Like, the first one set the stage and left a little bit of a cliffhanger. We captured a brain bug, we can study it and be that much closer to winning the war. In part 2, none of that really matters. Sure, it's the same soldier bugs, but that's about it. A team's sent to a planet and gets overwhelmed. No choice but to fall back, and luckily there's an old outpost nearby they can escape to. Once inside, they all struggle for power and start working on getting the necessities running again. The power, the radio, etc. Honestly, it's pretty boring. They do find a guy locked in the incinerator, so that's kinda cool. This is Captain Dax, and the previous crew locked him up because he murdered the guy in charge. He admits to it, he's guilty, but still, he has his reasons for killing him. I won't make you wait, it's really not that important. The colonel slipped up and got a few people killed. So, he took his rage out and I guess murdered him. I told you it didn't really matter. Anyway, they finally get the power on just in time as the bugs are coming. And they're gonna need someone to lead. No one's up for the task, except for Dax, who knows of a perimeter bomb, and that seems to do the trick. And then a shield gives them the time they need to come up with a plan. But get how stupid this guy is. They finally get the door controls working. Yeah, I guess it's been wide open the entire time. And when he turns it on, he forgets to move some wires, which take out the power and welds the door open. Smooth move, X-Lax.
You idiots!
No movie like this is complete without its needless nudity, and this is no exception. This chick, whose name's Soda, named after a soft drink, life must be hard. Anyway, she comes on strong, and for good reason. She's the Trojan horse. You see, there's this bug that gets inside your brain and makes you one of them, connected to the hive mind, but you can't tell someone's infected until it's too late. So we kind of have an Alien the Thing ripoff here. I'm fine with that, if the movie was any good. The people who aren't infected manage to get the radio working, and the general here calls in for a ship to pick them up. So that's good. But they do have bigger fish to fry right now. The bugs' infections spreading like wildfire, and people are starting to notice. Mainly Sahara, who's a psychic. She's also in this laughably bad scene. I don't know what they were thinking. Anyway, in the end, the bugs have spread to just about everyone except Dax and Sahara. Even the general is among the infected, and that's by design. This was part of the bug's plan all along. Infect him so he goes back to Earth and spread the infection there. That's how you win wars. If you trust the enemy, you'll never see it coming. Once the humans figure this out, it's almost too late. They fight their way through the infected, who are being creepy just for the sake of being creepy.
Sandy?
Sahara here makes it to the roof, but the swarm is climbing the building and she won't last long. But then, out of nowhere, the lifeboat shows up, and just guess who's gonna be the first to board? That's right, the infected general. Luckily, Dax is here to stop him, murdering yet another one of his superiors, which he knows doesn't look good, so he stays behind, buying Sahara precious time for her escape. Back on Earth, she's able to inform the humans about the new bug and save the day. Oh, and yeah, she was pregnant that whole time. Who's the father? Well, I don't know, and honestly, I don't care.
We need fresh meat for the grinder.
The thing is, I really wanted this to work. And on paper, I think it should have. It is the directorial debut of special effects legend Phil Trippett. I mean, he did the effects for the first Starship Troopers. He has a connection to the original material. But the truth is, this movie's just so bad. How bad? Well, I could only watch it 30 minutes at a time. That's right, it took me 3 days to finish this movie, and if it wasn't for this review, I wouldn't have made it. There is some talent here. Trippett's effect work shines through on some particularly gruesome scenes. And there is one or two decent actors here, like Drew Powell, Butch from Gotham. He's pretty fun to watch. But what were they thinking when it came to naming these people? You got Dax, and then you got General Shepard. Okay, I guess your fan's a Dax Shepard. And Soda? Whose name is Soda? They definitely went for more horror this time around, but it's that late 90s jump cut horror that doesn't really make sense. The original was more of an action movie. I wanted some action here. I guess there is some, like when they shoot the bugs, but it's ruined by crappy CGI bullet flames. It's so distracting that you start to pay more attention to that than anything else happening on screen. Starship Troopers 2 was written by Edward Neumeier, the same guy who wrote the first and third ones. And he wrote RoboCop. I just don't understand how they could drop the ball so hard here. The little good, like the practical effects, and decent acting by some, can't fix this movie's main problem. It's just boring. It's only slightly redeemed with the whole plotline about the infected general going home and wiping out humanity. That part kept my attention. I give Starship Troopers 2, Hero of the Federation, 1.5 sodas out of 4. And that's being generous.